If you thought the drama of 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 Days Season 8 was explosive, just wait until the cameras stop following the couples and start exposing the truth. Because right now, millions of American viewers are asking one burning question: when is the tell-all? And what secrets are about to come out? This isn't just another reunion episode. This is where relationships collapse in real time, where lies get confronted, and where cast members who've spent an entire season carefully controlling their narratives suddenly face raw, unscripted accountability. And if early signs are anything to go by, Season 8's tell-all could be one of the most intense, emotionally charged, and controversial reunions in the history of the franchise. But here's the twist. Despite massive anticipation, confusion is spreading online. Dates are being speculated, cast members are dropping hints, fans are dissecting every clue. So what do we actually know, and what is still being kept behind closed doors? Tonight, we're breaking it all down. To understand why the tell-all matters so much, you first have to understand what Before the 90 Days really represents within the larger 90 Day Fiancé universe. Unlike the flagship series, where couples are already navigating the K-1 visa process, Before the 90 Days captures something far more volatile: the moment before commitment becomes real. These are relationships built almost entirely online, often across continents, cultures, and languages. Emotional investments are high, trust is fragile, and in many cases, reality hasn't yet collided with expectation. That's why the spin-off has consistently delivered some of the franchise's most unforgettable and controversial moments. Season 8 was no exception. From the very beginning, viewers were introduced to couples whose dynamics immediately raised questions. Long-distance partners navigating cultural divides, individuals risking everything, financially and emotionally, for relationships that, in some cases, had never been tested in person. Over the course of the season, audiences watched as trust was tested through hidden truths and past secrets. Financial tensions surfaced, revealing imbalances and dependency. Emotional breakdowns unfolded, often in deeply uncomfortable ways. Cultural misunderstandings escalated into full-blown conflict. And as always with this franchise, what makes it compelling isn't just the drama, it's the authenticity of human vulnerability. These aren't actors following a script. These are real people making life-changing decisions under the pressure of cameras and public scrutiny. Which brings us to the tell-all. Historically, the tell-all episodes, typically hosted by Sean Robinson, serve as the franchise's ultimate accountability arena. This is where cast members watch back on scene footage, conflicts are revisited with new context, off-camera developments are revealed, relationships are either defended or dismantled. In past seasons, tell-alls have exposed secret relationships, financial deception, infidelity allegations, behind-the-scenes manipulation. So when fans ask, when is the tell-all, what they're really asking is, as of now, TLC, the network behind 90 Day Fiancé, has not officially released a confirmed air date for the Season 8 tell-all of Before the 90 Days. However, based on historical scheduling patterns and current broadcast timelines, reports suggest that the tell-all is expected to air shortly after the season finale, typically within 1 to 2 weeks. Traditionally, tell-all episodes are not limited to a single night. In recent years, TLC has expanded these reunions into multi-part events, sometimes spanning 2 or even 3 episodes. This extended format allows for deeper confrontation between cast members, more detailed updates on relationship outcomes, additional unseen footage, extended group discussions that often spiral into chaos. And for Season 8, expectations are particularly high. Why? Because the level of tension observed throughout the season strongly indicates that the tell-all won't just be dramatic, it may be explosive. According to sources familiar with the production cycle, tell-all episodes are typically filmed weeks before they air, meaning that cast members have already faced each other, and the fallout has already begun. But TLC is keeping those details tightly under wraps. No full trailer has been officially released yet. No confirmed guest appearances have been announced. And cast members remain under strict contractual obligations not to reveal key outcomes. Still, that hasn't stopped speculation. Online communities have begun analyzing social media behavior of cast members, subtle hints dropped during interviews, timeline inconsistencies suggesting relationship changes. And while nothing is fully confirmed, one thing is clear. From a media perspective, the tell-all represents more than just a reunion. It's a strategic centerpiece of the 90-Day Fiancé brand. Reality television experts often point out that reunion episodes drive some of the highest engagement levels across the entire season. Why? Because they combine three powerful psychological elements. First, closure. Viewers who have invested emotionally in these relationships want answers. Second, conflict resolution or escalation. The unresolved tensions from the season finally reach a boiling point. Third, unfiltered reality. Unlike edited episodes, tell-alls often feel more spontaneous, more raw, and less controlled. From a financial standpoint, these episodes are critical. High ratings translate to increased advertising revenue, stronger streaming performance on platforms like Discovery Plus, sustained franchise longevity. Legally, however, tell-alls operate within strict boundaries. Cast members are bound by contracts that limit what they can disclose before airing. At the same time, producers must navigate defamation risks, ensuring that any allegations presented are either substantiated or clearly framed as personal claims. Across the United States, fans of 90 Day Fiancé are already in full speculation mode. On platforms like TikTok, Reddit, and X, formerly Twitter, discussions about the Season 8 tell-all are trending within reality TV circles. Viewers are debating which couples will survive, who may have been misleading the audience, whether any surprise appearances will shake things up. Some fans are expressing excitement, calling the upcoming tell-all the only thing worth waiting for. Others are more skeptical, questioning whether the show will deliver real answers or simply extend the drama for ratings. And then there's the divided reaction to certain cast members. While some individuals have built strong fan support, others have become polarizing figures, sparking intense online debates about authenticity, motives, and behavior. This kind of engagement isn't accidental. It's exactly what keeps the franchise culturally relevant. The outcome of the Season 8 tell-all could have significant implications, not just for the couples involved, but for the franchise as a whole. For the cast, this is often a turning point. A strong performance at the tell-all can rebuild public image, open doors for spin-offs, strengthen fan support. A negative appearance, however, can have the opposite effect, leading to backlash, criticism, and long-term reputational impact. For the franchise, maintaining high-stakes drama is essential. With increasing competition in the reality TV space, shows like 90 Day Fiancé must evolve to keep audiences engaged. And the tell-all is where that evolution becomes most visible. At its core, before the 90 days isn't just about relationships, it's about risk. These are people leaving behind comfort, security, and familiarity to pursue something uncertain. And when those risks play out on national television, the emotional stakes become even higher. For some couples, the tell-all represents closure. For others, it's confrontation. And for viewers at home, it's something deeply relatable, the desire to understand what's real, what's not, and what happens when love is tested under pressure. As we wait for the official confirmation of the Season 8 tell-all air date, one thing is certain. This is shaping up to be a must-watch moment for fans across America. So if you've been following the journey, now's the time to stay locked in. Because when the tell-all finally airs, the conversations will move fast, and the revelations could change everything. Let us know what you think. Which couple do you believe will survive the tell-all? And who do you think has the most to answer for? If you want more deep dive breakdowns like this, covering the stories behind the headlines, make sure you stay connected, because we'll be here when the truth comes out. Before a single confrontation ever makes it to your screen, the tell-all is already unfolding in ways most viewers never see. Because while 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 days presents a polished, high-intensity reunion, the reality behind production is far more complex and far more revealing. Filming for the tell-all typically takes place in a controlled studio environment in the United States, often in New York or Los Angeles. Cast members are flown in from across the country, and in some cases, across the world, bringing with them weeks or even months of unresolved tension. By the time they arrive, something critical has already happened. They've seen the show. That means every hidden truth, every confessional, every private doubt expressed on camera has now become public knowledge among the cast. And that changes everything. Because what viewers experience over several months, the cast processes in a compressed, emotional whirlwind. Relationships that may have still been intact during filming are often already fractured by the time the tell-all begins. Producers understand this dynamic, and they lean into it. Sources familiar with reality TV production suggest that cast members are often kept separated before filming, limiting interaction until cameras are rolling. This builds anticipation, heightens emotional responses, and ensures that the first face-to-face moments are as raw as possible. And then there's the role of the host. Shawn Robinson isn't just moderating a conversation, she's navigating a psychological minefield. Her questions are carefully structured to draw out clarity, but also to confront contradictions. Because at this stage, it's no longer about storytelling. It's about accountability. One of the most powerful elements of any tell-all is the introduction of previously unseen footage. These are the moments that didn't make it into the main season, sometimes because they were too sensitive, too revealing, or simply because they didn't fit into the episode structure at the time. But during the tell-all, those scenes take on a new purpose. They become evidence. And when cast members are forced to watch these clips, often for the first time, in front of each other, the impact can be immediate and explosive. In past seasons of the broader 90-Day Fiancé universe, unseen footage has revealed private conversations that contradicted public behavior, moments of doubt that partners were never meant to hear, financial discussions that raised serious questions about motives, emotional breakdowns that added entirely new context to relationships. For Season 8, reports suggest that producers have leaned heavily into this format, holding back key moments specifically for the tell-all. And if that's true, it means viewers haven't even seen the full story yet. Which raises a critical question. Every tell-all is shaped by one thing above all else: chemistry, or the lack of it. Season 8 has introduced a mix of personalities that, from early on, appeared destined for conflict. Differences in communication styles, cultural expectations, and personal values have created fault lines that only widened as the season progressed. And the tell-all brings all of those fault lines into one room. Unlike the structured environment of regular episodes, where scenes are filmed separately, the tell-all forces cast members into a shared space. They hear each other's stories, they react in real time, they challenge each other directly, and perhaps most importantly, they compare experiences. This often leads to unexpected alliances. Cast members who may not have interacted during the season sometimes find common ground during the tell-all, particularly when discussing shared frustrations or similar relationship struggles. At the same time, tensions can escalate rapidly. Disagreements that might have remained private become public. Defensive reactions turn into confrontations. And in some cases, emotional moments spiral into full-scale arguments that redefine how viewers see the people involved. For Season 8, early indicators suggest that these dynamics could be especially volatile. Why? Because many of the season's conflicts were never fully resolved on screen. Which means the tell-all isn't just revisiting drama. It's continuing it. One of the biggest sources of frustration among fans right now is the lack of a clearly confirmed tell-all air date. And that confusion isn't accidental. Television networks like TLC often operate with flexible scheduling strategies, especially for reality programming. While episodes generally follow a predictable weekly pattern, special events like tell-alls can be adjusted based on ratings, performance, competing programming, post-production timelines, strategic release planning. For viewers, this creates a sense of uncertainty. Social media is filled with questions. Is it next week? Is it a two-part episode? Did they delay it? And without an official announcement, speculation fills the gap. However, based on historical trends, it is highly likely that the Season 8 tell-all will air within a short window after the finale, most likely as a multi-part special. Until TLC confirms the exact date, though, fans are left in a state of anticipation. From a business perspective, the tell-all isn't just an episode, it's an event. The 90-Day Fiancé franchise has built its success on a simple but powerful formula: emotionally driven storytelling combined with high-stakes interpersonal conflict. And the tell-all represents the peak of that formula. It's where storylines converge, where unanswered questions are addressed, where viewers get the payoff they've been waiting for. For streaming platforms like Discovery Plus, these episodes are particularly valuable. They drive subscriptions, encourage binge-watching, and generate extended engagement across digital platforms. Advertisers, too, recognize the value. Higher viewership during tell-all episodes translates directly into increased ad revenue, making these specials some of the most commercially significant parts of a season. But beyond the numbers, there's something else at play: cultural relevance. Reality TV doesn't just reflect society, it shapes conversations within it. And when millions of viewers tune in to watch real people confront real issues, love, trust, betrayal, commitment, it creates a shared cultural moment. That's what the tell-all delivers. As anticipation builds, media outlets across the United States are beginning to take notice. Entertainment news platforms are publishing previews, speculation pieces, and cast interviews, each one adding another layer to the growing narrative around Season 8. While no major spoilers have been officially confirmed, the tone of coverage suggests one thing clearly: expectations are high, and with high expectations comes pressure. Pressure on the network to deliver, pressure on the cast to respond, and pressure on the tell-all itself to live up to the hype. Because in today's media environment, where audiences have endless content options, a single episode has to do more than entertain. It has to matter. As we move closer to the eventual release of a Season 8 tell-all, everything is pointing toward a single, defining moment. The moment when speculation ends and reality takes over. When the questions that have been building all season finally get answers. When the narratives that cast members have tried to control are challenged in real time. And when viewers, for the first time, see the full picture. Because no matter how much drama unfolds during the season, the tell-all is where the story truly concludes. Or, in some cases, where it begins all over again. As anticipation continues to build around the tell-all for 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 Day Season 8. What's driving viewer engagement more than anything right now isn't just what we know, it's what we don't. Because this season, perhaps more than most, has left behind a trail of unresolved tensions, ambiguous outcomes, and emotional cliffhangers that demand answers. And at the center of it all are a series of critical questions that fans across the United States are asking in real time. Questions about loyalty, questions about truth, and ultimately, questions about whether any of these relationships were ever what they seem to be. Throughout the season, viewers have watched as couples navigated long-distance dynamics that were already fragile from the start. But instead of clarity, many storylines only became more complicated as time went on. In several cases, communication breakdowns were never fully repaired on screen. Conversations ended without resolution. Accusations were made, but not definitively addressed. Emotional reactions hinted at deeper issues that were never fully explored. And that's exactly why the tell-all matters. Because it's not just a recap, it's an interrogation of everything the audience has witnessed. One of the most pressing questions revolves around relationship status. Which couples are still together? Which relationships ended quietly after filming? And perhaps most intriguingly, which ones appeared stable on camera, but collapsed once the reality of the situation set in? Historically, the gap between filming and airing creates a window where major developments occur off-screen. Breakups happen, reconciliations take place, new information comes to light. By the time the tell-all is filmed, the reality has often shifted dramatically from what viewers last saw. And that disconnect creates tension, not just among the cast, but between the show and its audience. Because viewers are no longer just watching a story unfold. They're trying to catch up with a reality that has already changed. If there's one thing longtime fans of the 90 Day Fiancé universe understand, it's this. The tell-all is where the unexpected becomes inevitable. Over the years, these reunions have delivered moments that completely reframe entire seasons, moments that shift public perception in an instant. And while nothing has been officially confirmed for Season 8, patterns from previous tell-alls, and the intensity of this season, suggest that several types of shock moments are not just possible, but likely. One of the most common and impactful developments is the revelation of new relationships. Cast members who enter the season committed to one partner have, in past seasons, appeared at the tell-all with entirely different romantic situations. These revelations often trigger immediate reactions, not just from the audience, but from former partners sitting just feet away. Another potential shock factor lies in financial disclosures. Money has been a recurring theme throughout before the 90 days, and when financial expectations or contributions are questioned publicly, the results can be explosive. Accusations of imbalance, dependency, or even manipulation can surface, forcing cast members to defend themselves in front of both their peers and a national audience. Then there's the possibility of contradictory narratives being exposed. Throughout the season, cast members control their own stories through confessionals and selective sharing. But during the tell-all, those narratives are often challenged, either by unseen footage or by other cast members who offer a completely different perspective. And perhaps most emotionally charged of all are the moments of personal confrontation. These are the scenes that define tell-alls, the direct, unfiltered exchanges where unresolved tension finally erupts. Tears, anger, silence, sometimes all within the same conversation. For Season 8, the groundwork for these moments has already been laid. The only question is how far they will go.